Welcome to everybody to our virtual award ceremony of the Citizen Entrepreneurship Competition 2022. What a year. The Entrepreneurship Campus empowers social entrepreneurs, especially young people from around the entire world. Welcome to the finalists who also join us today here online from Cameroon, Canada, Pakistan, Nepal, Tanzania, Spain, the Russian Federation, and Hong Kong. Welcome to all of you. You are all here to create a culture for entrepreneurship, to promote entrepreneurial education, and of course, to engage in a more peaceful world. And that's what we that's what we need a lot at the moment. My name is Johanna Richter, and I'm delighted to moderate today's event. I'm also working for the Stiftung Entrepreneurship. And a huge number of participants submitted their innovative and social ideas, and of course, also their projects. And they all champion and implement one or more of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And before we really start and get into everything, I have a very few announcements to make. Soll ich noch von Anfang machen? Okay, and see, our competition was initiated by Stiftung Entrepreneurship based in Germany, the Goi Peace Foundation in Japan, and Digital Experts United. The program is an activity within the framework of UNESCO's Education for Sustainable Development, towards, of course, achieving the SDGs. And today we will award the winners of this year's competition. And there have been great ideas, wonderful projects, and it was, honestly speaking, not easy for our jury to select the winners from the finalists. Entrepreneurship offers the opportunity to work with unconventional ideas and perspectives in order to participate successfully in economic life and, of course, break down established structures. And that's what we are all wanting to do. And that's what we've also seen so great from all those projects and ideas. And the founding father of this innovative and creative form of entrepreneurship is Professor Faltin. He's one of the initiators also of the entrepreneurship competition and of the campus, and is the big brain of the entire competition. And this is actually also the reason why we're all here, thanks to his ideas. He established the entrepreneurial department at Free University in Berlin, and he also conducted a series of workshops for the European Union. In 2010, he received the Cross of Merit of the Federal Republic of Germany for his pioneer work on entrepreneurship in Germany. And Professor Faltin is a serial entrepreneur himself. He, one of his big achievements is that he founded a company, the Tea Company. And it is the world's largest importer of Darjeeling tea, Darjeeling leaf tea, according to the Tea Board of India. And central to Faltin's teachings is that entrepreneurship today is available to everybody and not just those who have capital and patents. I'm super thrilled that Professor Faltin is with us today. The stage is yours.
I will never forget the moment when I started my first company, the Tea Campaign. We were preparing the market stall, and the first customer showed up, and the second customer, and the third. And customers queued up for our tea. Imagine, they formed a queue to buy our tea. And somebody said, "Are you the people who want to revolutionize the tea trade?" I will never forget that moment. Looking at the queue and say, wow, what a feeling, incredible. Overwhelming, asking myself, could it be that this brainchild of mine is becoming a stunning success? I wish that all of you will have that extraordinary moment. Of course, yes, it needs working hard on the business model. The Citizen Entrepreneurship Competition emphasizes the quality of the business model, favors preparation over just trying something. Of course, you need a bit of luck as well. But as the saying goes, chance favors the prepared mind. That's our message here. Work for an extraordinary business model, and you will have the chance to make your brainchild become a lively reality. The success of a lifetime, maybe. Go for it, that's your chance.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. There was an mute problem here. Thank you so much, Professor Faltin, for those short words. And now we are coming to the first Euro statement by Bernard Combe. Bernard is a program specialist in the education sector at UNESCO headquarters. And he also coordinates its implementation for 2030 priority action areas on accelerating sustainable solutions at local level and on empowering and mobilizing youth. So he is very important for exactly what you're all working for. He works to reinforce communication, education, and public awareness activities in the areas of biodiversity, water, oceans, cities, and sustainable lifestyle, as well as on issues related to human rights and environment. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure to be able to be on the jury once again and come across these very interesting proposals, ideas, and projects, both from young people and adults. Many of these are very timely because we are currently facing multiple crises all around the world. And we've just come out of COP27 in Sharm el-Sheikh on climate. We're still in the middle of COP15 on biodiversity in Montreal. Next year, there'll be a UN conference on water. There'll also be a UN summit around the SDGs. And a lot of things are happening in terms of transforming the way we learn, the way we teach, the way we interact with each other. And clearly, a number of the projects that made it to the finals clearly respond to these demands. They also respond and have correspondence with what young people are demanding in terms of climate change education. This past summer, we did a survey of more than 17,000 young people around the world, both teenagers and young adults. And they all said, yes, there is sometimes climate change in our educational programs or in our learning opportunities, but it's not enough. It's not action-oriented enough. It's not fun enough. And it doesn't really engage us. We want more engagement, and we want to be part of the process. And I think what the various proposals, the ideas that have been put forward in this competition respond to that. Ideas of engaging the community to respond to problems and priorities of those communities. Ideas of using technology to help solve regular problems, if you want to call that. But I would say what comes out of the various proposals is that we need to think about a couple of C's. One is community. We are part of a community, whether it's a small community, a little neighborhood, or our town, or our city, or our world. We need cooperation. We can't do it alone, so we need to work together. Need for collaboration, cooperation. We need communication also. We need to be able to show what we're doing or make noise about what we're doing so that we can actually meet people in other parts of the world are facing the same problems and coming up with similar solutions. And in many cases, we can help each other, because you might be 1 or 2 steps ahead of where I am, and you might tell me, well, don't do that, it won't work, so try this instead. So, and then I would say another one is about, in a way, constructing a better world, a fairer world, a more equal world, and a number of the initiatives that came up provided these examples. And clearly, all these proposals clearly showed that it's the time for us is now. It needs to be, action needs to be taken now. It's no longer time to, think and discuss, it's time to do. And I think some of the finalists actually provide opportunities for doing just that. And we'll have, I think, I would say all the finalists are winners. Whichever ones come up 1, 2, 3, but I think all finalists are winners. And I think it's for us at UNESCO, in terms of educating on sustainability issues, I think this is a great type of competition to actually make the link between lifestyles, livelihoods, and both engaging and contributing to our communities. So these are my kind of quick thoughts on all this. And I guess I'm supposed to also give out the 10 finalists for the youth best ideas. Is that correct? Do you want me to do that now, or? Yes, okay. So so among the finalists for youth best ideas category, we have from Nepal, Bishal Pamti. We have from Spain, Ruben Ramos Pauelo. Sorry if I mispronounce names. From Cameroon, we have Kwepe Nyegu Stanislas. From Nepal again, Bishankan Krishna Shastra. From Hong Kong, Wing Yan Chan. From Pakistan, Huda Shahid. Again from Pakistan, Haina Hashmi. From Canada, Yashin Bai. From Russia, Julia Abramova, Alexandra Rosendent. And from Tanzania, Frank Damas Mashinde. These are the 10 finalists in that category. There you are.
Mental illness is not a disgrace or a problem. It is our goal to rectify the public's preconception and lead them to defeat the illness. We hope this app will set off a craze to face the issue. Mental illness is not a problem. It is the inaction and discrimination that wasn't the issue. Hi, I'm Vian. My idea came from the social issue we are encountering in our everyday life. With the sobering mental health issue in the whole wide world, it is our duty to take a step further to change the world. The rise of the problematic mental illness is because of a couple of reasons we have in the society that hinders people from seeking help. To solve this problem, I decided to make an app that includes 3 effects: make the diagnosis, therapy, and prevention. Users of the app can make diagnosis with professional assistance with the help of self-test, online counseling services, and measuring heart rate with this app on the phone. They can also receive therapy through online counseling service and hotlines of mental health care centers in different regions 24/7. They can also prevent themselves from worsening or intensifying their mental illness with proper meditation, mindfulness, and yoga guides in the app. The app will also have educational effects, as there are public chat rooms or forums for people to get to know more about the issues and withdraw stereotypes they have about them. Everyone can benefit, as it serves as an education tool that can build a mental health-friendly society. It can also reduce the workload for the psychiatrists, as we have the online counseling services that works as a screening process before the clients meet the professionals. Users can also use the app comfortably, as no personal information is collected, unless the case has to be referred to the professionals for further treatment.
Welcome to the explanation video of the Global Cooperation Platform. My name is Matthew and I am going to introduce this presentation. These are the points that will be analyzed. The platform is a system that acts as a link, manager and enhancer between different parties that work on a solidarity project, as are NGOs, volunteers, associations. For this reason, the objectives that our tool seeks are to reduce the costs of the process, generating a positive impact on sustainable and social development, to achieve efficiency and success that comes from cooperation and solidarity.
I'm Julia and I continue with the next part. Our idea came up one day, when I wanted to help and donate money to an NGO for a drought issue in Africa. I had to be thinking about which NGO to choose when they all had the same purpose. I did not understand why I had to be choosing and thinking if the activity that I wanted to do was the same. At that point I realized there was a giant cooperation problem. For the same specific problem there are thousands of projects and associations, and most of them work separately. It was there when my eureka arrived, and I started to develop my idea. There can be no competition between NGOs, this is not the business world and we need to unify it. Main problem platform would solve is the loss of efficiency of NGOs and association resources, due to being working separated and destructured. With cooperation, this efficiency is recovered and the guarantee and effectiveness of the processes would begin to be remarkable. Greater reliability and prestige, number of volunteers and donations and better management would be achieved. Access to the platform will be free online or physically at some contact points. And participating in the platform will be open to everyone, having ambassadors everywhere.
It is an idea accessible to all, easy to apply and free of charge, from which you can obtain direct benefits in cost savings, efficiency and dissemination. With the ultimate goal of helping the most disadvantaged, solving problems, and contributing to global sustainable development. What attracts me most about my idea is that it is simple, easy to apply and develop. And at the same time it generates many benefits for everyone, direct beneficiaries, associations and the world in general. Our vision focuses on globalizing our mission while improve prestige and quality. We are very excited. Thank you for your attention.
Approximately 3.5 million Nepalese, which is around 14% of the total population, are working abroad, leaving the nation, and sustaining their livelihood for a better and promising future. According to World Bank, the unemployment rate of Nepal was 5.05%, which sharply increased from the previous years. At the same time, poor economic condition, high inflation rate and poor governance further hampers the livelihood of people residing here.
Exactly. Moreover, the people who intend to do something in their nation by selling their product and services are also bound to restrict selling their products on the road on far less than its real value due to lack of market, poor transportation, and low supply chain.
And that's where local tech comes in. Local tech is an application that aims to minimize the gap between supply and demand chain channeling, as hub for sellers and buyers into one single application. Both buyers and sellers register and create their own profile and trade the local products services like handicraft, kukuri, local food, etc., as per their need, which definitely creates employment opportunities and promotes the local products into global market.
And that definitely will boost the economic situation of a nation and an individual, sustaining the economic growth and livelihood.
Yes, thank you so much, and congratulations to the winners. Big, great. Woohoo! And I can see that Bishanka Krishna is here online with us. So can you please unmute you? I would like to ask you 2 questions. Are you here?
Yes, sure.
Perfect. Yay! Congratulations, you did it.
Thank you so much.
My first question is, first of all, congratulations to you and your team. My first question is, what was your first initial idea? How did you get up with this idea at the first place? How did this all started?
Okay, so actually recognizing the fact about the employment and unemployment status of Nepal, actually around more than 5 million people go to abroad for the work in the context of Nepal. So unemployment has always been a major problem. And even in the today's scenario, almost every students want to go abroad for the better future, leaving the country Nepal with its poor economic background. So acknowledging these trends, I just decided to create something for the people here so that the people want to live in Nepal and they should not be obliged to go for foreign abroad work. So on the basis of that, I just decided to create an app that will provide the employment status for the people and at the same time promote the local products of the Nepal.
And what is the next step? What are your plans for the next coming month and maybe even years? Do you have already an idea to see what's coming next?
Okay, so I'm planning to create a real application, mobile application and web application in the context of Nepal to promote the local products, and at the same time, all of the international tourists who are visiting in Nepal to have the access to such products that will definitely promote the identity of Nepalese too.
Okay, so thank you so much also for joining us today, and we the entire team of the competition wish you the best of luck for the future endeavors, and we hope that you will be very successful and you will succeed, because we find your idea is very promising and will have a bright future. So thank you so much. Woo! And now I would like to warmly welcome Christian Fenner on stage. He's the founder and CEO of Digital Experts United, our strong and committed IT partner. Without his company, the competition would not be where it is today. So thank you, Christian, for being here today, and thank you for your huge support and for the commitment in the last years already in constructing the competition, but also in making it go working, etc. So yeah, great that you're here, Christian. Now it's your word.
Thank you so much for having me here. Hello, everyone. I'd like to share some facts of this year's competition with you all to see how it all went through by the numbers. Thank you, Vyolza, for taking the time to prepare with me. So this year, competition 2022 was a good success. We had 2,965 new users in 2025. We now have a total of over 60,000 registered users, and 8,504 people took our classes, which is a real good success for us, because that's our main goal, to teach entrepreneurship, and that was very well taken. And we have entries submitted by contestants between the age of 13 and 17. We had 155 ideas nominated for the youth competition, 63 ideas nominated in the adult competition, 30 projects nominated in the youth competition again, and 23 projects nominated in the adult competition. And it was a total of 865 number of ideas and 233 numbers of projects saved in this year's database. So quite a few. How about voting and commenting this year? We received around 24,000 votes. I'm getting a mark here. 24,000 votes on the ideas and the projects. We had around about 800 comments on all, and the number of votes for the projects were 2,964 with 649 votes, and comments for the projects were 120. So what SDG goals were selected by the contestants the most? I can say that it was good health and well-being that received 195 entries. then decent work and economic worth, which had 158 entries. Then quality of education, SDG 4, with 145 entries, and no poverty with 137 entries. Then industry, innovation, and infrastructure with a little bit more than 100 entries, and life below water, SDG 14, with only 17 entries. All overall, by the way, thank you for the artwork here. I don't know who's doing it, but it looks quite nice. All overall, we had a little bit above 422,000 page views this year, and roughly 100,000 visitors, which I think is a really, really great success. And the top 10 countries that came up to our competition platform were India, China, Nigeria, United States, the Philippines, South Africa, Kenya, Pakistan, United Kingdom, and Nepal. So let me leave my part of this session by warm welcoming all youth projects that have been finalists here, and looking forward to seeing the videos of the third, the second, and the first prize winner. Thank you so much.
A child is the future of the human race. However, many children have lost their present and future to hunger and poverty. We discovered that hundreds of children take to begging due to poverty and be deprived of their childhood. These children add to the underprivileged section and can never return to the life they morally and constitutionally have a right to. Through our awareness campaigns, we met the families of such children in urban and rural slums and informed them about how they can get their children educated through various education programs run by the government. We started working with child beggars who had a chance to shine through the light of education. We started evening classes for these children. We motivated them to attend classes by engaging with them through festival celebrations, storytelling events, and chapel, a social gathering. It was not easy to get the parents to understand the value of education because their primary concern was earning bread for the family, and children were the only available source to them. We roped in the brand ambassador of youth affairs of the government of Rajasthan and Bharti Singh, the founder of Praveelata Sansthan, to help us motivate and convince parents to send their children to school. To help them gain financial strength so that they give up begging, we organized camps for training women in sewing and making cloth products. We helped them to find raw materials and promote their goods in the market by visiting shops and vendors. We organized promotion events in various localities and collaborated with Jaipuri Saman, an e-commerce company, to sell goods produced by women beneficiaries. We explained to shopkeepers how they could reduce the cost of packaging by using cloth bags and also contribute to the environment. It was essential to making people aware of our cause. We used social media, newspapers, and our organization's website to spread the word about the work of collective effort. We aim to expand the scope of work across India by collaborating with other organizations and recruiting more volunteers. We are also planning to partner with government agencies for reaching out to the larger community.
Demonstrating in Peru, polluting our communities, and unfair pay are factors of inequality that remain silent. Did you know that plastic sanitary napkins take about 500 years to degrade? Or did you know that the high prices of feminine hygiene products make them inaccessible to a large sector of the population? These are the problematics we seek to solve in a holistic manner. As a result of the above, Yuraguarmi was born, Mujer Planta in Quechua. We are an enterprise that arose by 2 students at a school, where we manufacture eco-friendly sanitary napkins based on banana fiber. In this way, at an affordable price and out of plastics. A campaign with sex education talks to girls and women in public schools, private or rural areas, therefore democratizing this topic that is usually taboo in Peru, thus creating a holistic community that attacks different problems.
Also, we gave talks on sex education topics, menstruation, personal hygiene, among others, accompanied by a survey. In this way, we have reached more than 135 girls from 6th grade through 8th grade from public and private schools. Healthy women, committed farmers, and protected environment.
Kali Warmicuna, Compromisoyuk, Chakrayamkaikuna, Hinaspa, Oaxaca, Pachamama.
Hi everybody, we are WeFly and we are looking for a world with less waste and more food, promoting the concept of circular economy. In Colombia, most of 150,000 small pig farmers need to reduce high producing costs related to inputs. The inputs for animal feed represent until 85% of the producing costs because mostly are imported, and this affects the food security. And in contrast, we are wasting our food. Each year we generate 8 million tons of organic waste that end up in landfills, affecting us with environmental and public health problems. WeFly transformed the organic waste into sustainable inputs for animal feed based on the potential of insects. The insects can feed on organic waste collected from cities, and used to which we harvest and process the insects to obtain our main product, insect meal rich in protein. This is a sustainable way to produce inputs for animal feed, producing more food with less resources. In 1 square meter, we produce the same amount of protein as in 1,500 square meters of a soybean crop, using less space, water, and time. So, WeFly is taking a climate action against food insecurity, avoiding the emission of 900,000 tons of CO2 per year by using organic waste in our process, transforming them into an ecological and economical protein alternative to benefit small pig farmers in the region. WeFly is founded by 5 young people, and we together believe that the future of food system belongs to young people, and that WeFly is the future of animal nutrition. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and a big woohoo to all the winners. And we just checked, I cannot see the first prize winner from Colombia, Juan Sebastian Chavez. Are you here? If you're here, please make a sign, because we couldn't see you online, but we can see the second prize winners, Natalie and Stephanie. Please unmute yourself. I would like to speak to you. Yeah, great. Congratulations. Well done. We are thrilled. Woohoo! And I would like to know, first of all, what has changed since you started the project? Do you see any like small or big changes already in your community?
First, thank you very much. Together with Stephanie, we are very grateful for this opportunity, especially like your confidence in our abilities and in your Yuraguarmi, and also that there are this kind of contests for all ages, especially for us young people. I think that make us much happier. And about the question, we continue like doing more projects in our communities and schools. Is something that, well, the idea was something like a school project, and now that we see like we create community and that more people trust in what we are doing, and foundations and professionals, especially because we work like at the same time with sex education talks. So, and we are very happy like spread this awareness about this, as I said, taboo subject here in our country.
Great. And you are 2 young, very enthusiastic female founders. I would like to know, I mean, you're working on very important topics such as women's rights, hygiene, etc. When you first talked about your ideas to your community, how was it perceived in your environment by people, by friends, by family? Because it is also like a topic that maybe many people do not want to talk about. How was it for you?
Well, first of all, thank you for your question. As my partner said, we are so happy for this opportunity. According to your question, our family was so happy for us that we had this perception, that we had these ideas, and we wanted to spread it to our community. Also, for example, our teachers were so happy that we want to make a change in our community, and like these taboos of this topic, like menstruation, sexual education, that are so important for everybody and more for young people. They all were so happy that we wanted to improve that.
And we are very happy with you that you won, and we wish you really all the best for the future. And we are sure that projects like you are badly needed, not only in your community, but yes, in the entire Global South. So keep going, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So now we're coming to the next year's statement, Pamela Peters. She's the founder of the Institute for a Sustainable Planet and an award-winning environmental economist and sustainable strategist. She is a producer, writer, and television host at the Institute for a Sustainable Planet. And she's an environmental economist, sustainability strategist, and eco-consultant. She's also a research fellow from Columbia University and a certified National Geographic educator. Pamela Peters, thank you for being here today with us.
Well, thank you so much to the organizers, the distinguished guests, and all of the candidates and winners of the 2022 Entrepreneurship Award. Bernard, it is a pleasure to see you again, my dear friend from the UNESCO, whom I met all the way back in 2005 during the launch of the UNESCO Decade for Education on Sustainable Development. And that was presided by Japan at the time. I'm extremely honored to be a judge, and this for the third time indeed already. And I prepared a top 3 for each of the categories. For this, I've used my 25 years of expertise, knowledge, and experience in the mainstreaming and popularization of sustainable development. As the host, the gorgeous host had already mentioned, I'm an environmental economist, and I'm originally from Belgium, currently residing in America, because I saw the need more than 22 years ago to make television about the opportunity, about sustainable lifestyles, about the alternative ways of consuming and producing. I've added many more things, a film festival called Sustainable Planet, radio segments, 5 books for grown-ups and for youth, because it starts with you, the next generation. And I'm therefore happy to share that the 40 proposals that I reviewed have all touched me deeply. I see you are committed to make a difference, not only in your community, for also in the world. I found some very bold, and I'm just gonna look at my little list here. Bravo one more time for thinking so boldly. I think all of you, all of the years of this fabulous entrepreneurship initiative will definitely be a catalyst for change. So the best projects in youth, I have to say, the idea from Syria, the new device that helps paraplegics walk, literally brought tears to my eyes. It moved me tremendously. And I can only think of all the people now in war situations and war zones who will be devastated because of accidents. My thoughts are with them at the moment. B-Fly, very, very happy to share that I just returned from Colombia myself. I went to the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta. I am making a documentary with the Arhuaco people, the indigenous people who are keeping the balance. They live in the heart, according to them, of the world. and the wisdom of indigenous people should definitely be integrated in education for sustainable development. And I'm making a priority of that as well. I'm creating classroom materials so we can listen to the wisdom of the indigenous people. The third one that I really thought was amazing, and I'm happy to see that you're also a winner, is the idea from India, collective efforts. I myself have fond memories when I was working out of the Belgian embassy in New Delhi. I had prepared or helped prepare the state visit of the King of Belgium many, many years ago. And this was in the field of environmental technologies. And so I traveled throughout India from Delhi to Goa, Bombay, Madras, Calcutta, Bangalore, and looked firsthand what initiatives in sustainability were being developed. And India has a very profound place in my heart. I'm only going to highlight the best ideas that I also think need a little cheer. Nepal, congratulations. We do think alike. EdTech. Climate change awareness, you know, we cannot start it young enough. Bernard had already mentioned that we need not only education, but also curricula that will have youth participate and experience what sustainability looks like. So I have a solution for you with my Eco Hero curriculum, both theory and practical exercises already in 11 countries. I hope you will listen to that and maybe collaborate as well. Multi-wellbeing care from Pakistan. The app that combines certain awareness calls from food to exercise to sleep. I always say a healthy mind and a healthy body go together. And if you have that already as a foundation, then your ideas and your action probably will also be brighter. So definitely wonderful to see that young kids think about that as well. And then the initiative from Spain, I thought that was a phenomenal idea, best idea as well. The unification of processes and entities. I have to talk again about that fabulous UNESCO decade for educational sustainable development, where I was part of the marketing team of the entire US partnerships. And we did exactly that. We created an umbrella for all the different NGOs and small initiatives for them to find strength under one umbrella. We have millions of great ideas at the local level, and I believe that's what we need. We need a bottom-up movement, because then the citizenship will carry the change. We need that equally as a top-down. And so I have high hopes that all these people who participate, and I'm stunned by the web pages that are visited, the people who are voting. This is a thriving platform, and I therefore could not be more excited to get one more time give my voice and just to share what my best project is at the moment. I launched a magazine called Sustainable Styles, and I invite all of you to read the articles. It is with people who have been visionaries for decades, from John Elkington, the man and the brain behind the triple bottom line, to Bertrand Piccard, who created a solar airplane and flew around the world just to show what energy can look like that is not carbon-based. I tapped into my Rolodex, so to speak, of my friends around the world, and I hope you will be inspired. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to still be engaged at the grassroots level, to see what is growing in people's hearts and minds, as I feel that we're in a major cultural shift where we're not just gonna talk, but also do. And therefore, to all of you, continue to believe in yourself. It starts with that. Continue to invest in women. Women are at the cornerstone of the shift. And I, as a personal philosophy, believe that sustainable development is a feminization of an economic paradigm that has been developed since the Industrial Revolution. So I'm cheering on all of the organizers, the participants. Believe in yourself. We have your back. We are watching you, and we wish you all the best in your life.
Thank you very much. I very much enjoyed also that you made a focus on youth entrepreneurship, on people that are young, that are engaged, and that actually want to change the future for themselves. So it's also actually, yeah, it's for their future that they're doing it. And we are super thrilled that we have so many great, inspiring projects and ideas here. I am now delighted to give the word to Patrick Petit from the Goy Peace Foundation. Patrick is a mediator and startup counselor, and he is the European representative and representative of the United Nations of the Goy Peace Foundation. In his capacity, Mr. Petit initiated and set up more than 30 global peace building and peacemaking events. And he also developed the entire competition together with us. So I'm very grateful that you're here, and thank you so much for this long-lasting cooperation. The stage is yours, Patrick.
Thank you very much, Johanna. I'm very delighted to be with all of you. And first of all, my sincere congratulations to all the finalists and to all the winners and to all participants. We are all forming a wonderful team for a better and more sustainable planet. Of course, a more peaceful planet too. And I just want to stress that this citizen entrepreneurship competition has been launched at UNESCO headquarters in October 2013 during the UNESCO Youth Forum, together with Professor Faltin, who delivered a fantastic, innovative, creative speech on entrepreneurship education, and who thrilled the entire audience, because this speech empowered young people to take responsibility and to take leadership of their own life, as well as of their societies and communities. So this is also what the Goy Peace Foundation aims for, to empower young people as well as adults to be entrepreneurs of their own life, and also entrepreneurs, to be innovative and create sustainable communities and a peaceful planet. So this is what the Goy Peace Foundation aims. And therefore, I would like also to express my greetings on behalf of Mr. Hiro Sayonji and Masami Sayonji, both president and chairperson of the Goy Peace Foundation. And my main task has been to be in touch throughout the whole year with the panel of fantastic judges or juries. This year we have 9 juries, 2 are among us, Pamela and Bernard. And I just want to highlight them. As I said, Bernard, who is with us, so he's from France, that's from UNESCO in Paris. Then going alphabetically, Ediola Pasholari from Albania. She is living in Malaysia. And Professor Falting, who is the initiator and the founder of this entire initiative and program. And he's from Germany, but at the moment in Thailand. And then Hiro Sayonji, the president of the Goy Peace Foundation from Japan, Tokyo. Then Kirsten Forsberg, she's living in Peru. Maria Jesus Novo Rodriguez in Spain. And Pamela Peters, who is just with us today, who had just delivered also a fantastic, innovative, creative, moving speech. Thank you so much for being here today. And she is, as she already said, in Belgium, from Belgium, but living in the United States, in New York City, the city who never sleeps, and who is very innovative and creative. So, and then we have Ravi Chaudhry, he's from India, New Delhi, and Sesto Giovanni Castagnoli, he's living in Switzerland. So these are this year's panelists. Without them, we wouldn't have any winners, but through their creative knowledge and wisdom in entrepreneurship education, as entrepreneurship, as well as particularly also being expert in the Sustainable Development Goals, they could evaluate all the finalists, and they came up with their best choices. And now we have the winners, which have been announced today. So my privilege today is to give the name of the best ideas on the adult category. So we have this year, from the 10 finalists, we have finalists from 8 African countries and 1 country from the Arab Peninsula, and 1 Asian countries. So I start with the project, the best idea, 10 milligram pharma by Christian from the UK, but he's originated from Nigeria, and is covered the Sustainable Development Goals 3, good health and well-being, as well as the SDG 12, responsible consumption and production. The second finalist, Dirt Solution by Emmett from Liberia, covering SDG 3, good health and well-being. Then Education for All by Ezeani from Nigeria, covering SDG 1, no poverty, and SDG 4, quality education. Then Making Paper from Waste Paper by Regis from Rwanda, and covers SDG 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Then the next one is Paper by Onvuka from the United Arab Emirates. SDG 1 is covered by this idea, and covering no poverty, SDG 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Next one is The Value of Waste by Bongane from South Africa, covering SDG 8 and SDG 11, which is 11 sustainable cities and communities. Then the next one is Vocational Center of Excellence for Young Persons with Disability by Irene from Kenya, covering SDG 8, decent work and economic growth, and SDG 10, reduce inequalities. Then Wave Energy, Efficient Conversion of the Big Waves by Moni Nuzzaman from Bangladesh. And it addresses SDG 7, affordable and clean energy, and SDG 13, the climate action. And then Youth Care by Jares from Nigeria, covering SDG 3, good health and well-being, as well as SDG 8, decent work and economic growth. And last but not least, Radical Financial Advising and Coaching by Malingfo from Lesotho, the Kingdom of Lesotho. SDG 3 is covered by this idea, good health and well-being, as well as SDG 8, decent work and economic growth. From my part already, congratulations to all the finalists. And now let's hear for the winners for this year's 2022 competition. Back to you, Johanna, to Berlin.
Hello sir, I am Mohammad Munir Jaman from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I am going to share my renewable energy idea accepted by international energy conferences. My target is harnessing energy from unlimited source of energy, ocean tidal wave, to fulfill electricity and water demand. If we place a ship on the big wave of ocean and horizontally anchor the ship from 4 sides, then what will happen? The ship will move vertically with huge energy. We can use that energy for pumping water to the reservoir of hydropower station and water supply authority. Yes, it is a very easy technique to harness energy, as already running some small projects. Existing projects are small, critical technology based, and so are not economic. Here we can increase capacity as required according to Archimedes principle. Considering the open space available in the ocean, we can install many ships to get required amount of energy. I think we need to work on the idea to implement for better world. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Christian Wachko from Aston University, and I studied entrepreneurship. In Africa, there is the growing concern of a broken supply chain for control medication between the imports of the medication and the licensed pharmacy outlets, which are the businesses licensed to dispense this medication. As such, the regulatory agencies do not have sufficient data to promote accountability on that supply chain. And the result is over 60 million abusers of this control medication in the year 2021, according to UN report on drug use in Africa, as well as 34 deaths every minute. This is indeed a pandemic, and this is the problem. At 10 milligram, we're resolving the issue of a broken, and by our solution towards that is we're building an all-inclusive business-to-business marketplace specific for control medication. In that marketplace, the importers of the medications are the sellers, while the users of the medication, that's the pharmacy outlets, are the buyers. And the regulatory agencies are also partners there. And that is used to ensure there is a proper accountability, especially in how these medications are dispensed to the genuine patients that need them. My strongest motivation for carrying out this project is in memory of a friend of mine who died as a student consuming high level of tramadol injection, which he accessed from some of the shops that were not licensed to sell those medication. Now, in achieving this project, we will prevent people like that who do not really need this medication from having access to them. We will prevent businesses that are not licensed to have access to this medication from having access to them. Because when they have access to this medication, they go straight into the public and cannot be tracked. And this is one of the reasons why we have over 34 deaths every minute in Africa. This is more than a pandemic. So by achieving this project, we're helping to safeguard the continent and keep a generation that is free of drug abuse.
Hello everyone. My name is Madam Polly Tupo from Mazinot, Lesotho. I represent D Finance, which is a financial consulting company that provides financial education to people. Our mission at D Finance is to create a healthy financial environment for people and ensure people's financial well-being. Our mission is to transform people's lives so that they can achieve their financial goals. So basically what we do, we educate people about money. Please remember that it is not about how much you earn, but it's about how you plan it.
Hello, welcome to 2022 Youth Entrepreneurship Competition. My name is Irene Bondi from Kenya. Today, I'm going to explain about my idea on creating a vocational center of excellence for young people with disabilities. In this center, we are going to teach the young people with disabilities on different skills on how to be able to live independently, depend on themselves. The skills like saloonist, beadwork, basketry, making bags, making sure that they are able to decorate the bags nicely, put beads on them, leatherwork, different skills, beautiful bags, making shoes, making baskets using threads, and ensuring that they also have marketing skills on selling the things so that they can be able to depend on themselves. This will be a step-by-step training which they will be able to be introduced to different skills. Then they will be able to choose exactly what they want to learn. from a variety of skills which they will be taught, so that they can choose independently and decide exactly what they want to do to make it sustainable. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Wu. So a big applause to all the winners. Woo! And we do have all of the winners actually online here, but I would like to ask Irene Bundy, the young woman that we just saw, to for a short chat. Are you here online? Can you please unmute yourself? Irene Bundy, are you here? Yes. She's here, all right. So if you can already hear me, Irene, I would be very interested to hear from you, how many bags have you already sold? It seems that it's actually already not only an idea, but you're already like in the process of doing something. You're already like producing bags. So can you maybe give us a short information on how many bags did you already sell and who are your customers? I hope you're online. I cannot see. She's writing a text. Was schreibt sie? Okay, she wrote a long text. Maybe she can give us more info or just read the text that she just wrote in the chat. What a shame, because I wanted to discuss with her, because I wanted also to learn some sign languages from her, and I wanted to ask her to teach all of us some sign languages, but maybe she could do that later. But the second prize is here, Malimpo de Finance. Are you here? Maybe I can have a short chat with you. Hopefully. So if you're here, Malimpo, then please unmute yourself, then we can have a short chat. Okay, it doesn't seem to. Then let's try the third prize. I would like to talk to Christian from 10mg Pharma. Are you here?
Hi everyone, I'm here.
Yes, you're here. Great.
Thank you. Hi.
Yes, so thank you very much and congratulations to the third prize, a big win. So yeah, please let me know, first of all, what is the next step? What will you be doing from tomorrow onwards? Despite the fact of preparing yourself for Christmas, of course.
All right, thank you. We are currently developing our web platform, and prior to this time, we had been engaging with the importers of the medication. And the reason why we actually came up with this project is it's a tripod, I would say. First, this is a master's degree project at Aston University. I'm taking the project from just paper, bringing it to life, and it is connected to my over 10 years as a pharmaceutical representative. And I was head of controlled medication, head of business for controlled medication for 5 years of that. So I had direct access to this medication. I saw how what this supply chain was all about. I saw the gap in the supply chain and the problems that has to do with accountability and data. There was a very strong relationship between the data generated in ensuring accountability in that supply chain. That data is missing. And that's why accountability is a very serious problem now in Africa. Now, and I'm also connecting it to a personal experience of a friend I lost while in the university. That was about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, who died taking tramadol. He was actually getting the medications easily from local stores. Then we weren't really much aware of what it is until we came out, got into the business and saw the real impact of those medication, people having access to it. Now, he had no use for that medication. He was taking it just for recreational purpose, and he lost his life. He is just one of over 34 other persons who lose their life every minute, having access to this medication. So while the world was under COVID pandemic in 2019, 2020, Africa has actually been on a pandemic for the past century. And the issue has still remained accountability in the use of this medication. And that's the reason why, moving on, we've created a team, and we're also developing the site. We have actually interacted with the importers of this medication, since they are genuinely imported, and the medications are to go straight to the pharmacies that are licensed, but some of them still get their way out to unlicensed pharmacies. We are now forming this platform, a simple e-marketplace where they can converge. Only licensed pharmacies now can converge and get these medications directly from the importers. So we are providing them an alternative market base. You have a genuine market base here in which you can sell your medications to. And over time, we hope to make that market base as attractive as possible, because our aim is to generate data that connects to gender, demographic use, prescription patterns. There are a lot of data around control medication use that will be of benefit to the United Nations over time, coming from countries to countries. So this is starting from one country to the other. So we have finished all of those, and our sites will be ready by January. And we hope to begin to onboard all the licensed pharmacies and the importers as well. And then to move this from just a paper as a business project at Aston University to a real life project. Yeah.
It's probably a very long journey. And as we can see, you're really deep in the topic, and we hope that you will succeed, and we hope that we also hear from you in the near future, and that you also share your experiences with others, with people that want to actually take part in the competition next year. So, because I know that people can also learn from one another. So thank you so much for your insights. And congratulations again.
Thank you.
And the person each of you should probably know very well is Yolsa. Yolsa is our soul and heart of this competition, because she is a journalist and a community expert, and she actually ran the entire competition and contacted you, was in contact with you about various issues. And I'm very delighted that she will now be on stage and tell us who the next winners are.
Thank you, Anna. Hello, everyone. I would like to thank you for giving me the chance to make a statement here, along with the esteemed speakers that spoke before me. And I feel humbled by the many ideas and projects that we had this year, not only the finalists, but all the contestants that participated in this edition of the competition. And I'm very happy to be in touch with most of them, to answer their questions or to guide them through the process. It was a really fun and great experience for me. Even though this was the 6th year that I've been working with the competition, I feel really, really happy and excited that we are here today to announce our winners. What I wanted to say about this edition is the fact that compared to the other competitions, we had a large number of really young people, and I'm meaning people in high school, 13, 14, or 15 years old. And they were so excited to get involved with ideas, mostly ideas. And this means something that people and young people especially are asking for the need to do something that the school is not offering, or formal education is not offering to them. So I have found our competition, and even teachers have contacted us and engaged their pupils to participate. And I'm very happy that they found the competition and found a way to make a funny implementation of what the school is not offering to them. So this is also in line with the needs of climate change and curriculum development. So now I'm going to focus on the finalists in the best projects of the adult competition. We had people and contestants here for different countries, from Uganda, Chad, Mozambique, Cameroon, the United States, Nigeria, Haiti, South Africa, and Botswana. So I want to congratulate all the winners and also all the finalists. And back to you, Johanna. Let's see who are the winners in the best projects of the adult competition.
Hi, my name is Bridget Mkondo, born and raised in Limpopo in South Africa. I'm the founder and CEO of BW and Daughter Farms. The informal economy in South Africa is estimated to be worth around 28.8%, which accounts to about 18% of the overall GDP. Street vendors and hawkers in our area travel to more than 100 kilometers to the nearest fresh produce market to access fruits and vegetables which they sell to local community members. With the high fuel prices in our country, this distance which some travel daily cuts deep in their pocket. Our solution is based on reviving rural agriculture, and this of course will decrease the distance street vendors and hawkers travel by almost half or more. The sector has been badly affected by climate change because it relied mainly on rainfall. We produce premium quality vegetables. Our main crop is tomatoes because tomatoes are used as an ingredient for cooking in almost every household in South Africa. We supplement our soil using compost, which we make ourselves from weeds and animal manure. One of the other challenges faced by the street vendors and hawkers is the short shelf life of their tomatoes. Some of their tomatoes get spoiled before they reach their customers. And of course, this affects their profit. Our tomatoes have a long shelf life. In fact, one of our customers, Osdora, who's a street vendor in our area, said, when she buys tomatoes from us, she's 100% sure that she'll get returns on the entire crate. Women-headed households in South Africa are estimated to be around 42.1%. Women carry the burden of providing for their families. I currently work with 2 other women in the business, and as we grow, we aim to employ more than 70% of women in our operation.
60% of the average middle-income population in Africa find modern housing hard and expensive. In addition, over 70% of the urban centers in Uganda leave construction waste improperly managed. Old structures damage the environment, majorly through clay soil excavation by sintering. More so, gray and black water from the sinks, bathrooms, and toilets, if not properly channeled through well-constructed drainage systems, becomes dangerous to the environment and affect crop production.
Kati mala musana kumazo ziyitamu, of course ono bloka yaffe ebe mazo okuvaayo, eco brick, kuzimba eco brick block ebe mazo vaayo. Kati wano tukola ebika bya block bingi, of course wabeerayo nnene ne buno obulinga pavers buba butonotonoto asi bunene nnyo.
Kuzimba Services is a startup based in Kampala, Uganda, that aims to improve the construction industry's current practices. Our goal is to provide the market with quality, affordable construction materials, sustainable and modern housing solutions for a better way of living for different and several communities, towns and villages in the low and middle income sector.
Kuzimba has a digital platform where buyers can purchase eco bricks and other building materials, as well as make use of the available building services. We have redesigned drainage systems, as well as renovated and installed solar power for 15 homes in Mukono, Busabala, and Wakiso in the last 1.5 months. And this has given us an opportunity to create impact in 120 homes, 24 villages each year, as more and more people get to know us. We, together with the rest of our team, are here to make this world a better place for you to live in.
Wow, congratulations, congratulations. Great people, great winners. And I'm very thrilled to see that Efrans Oinies is here online. Are you here online?
Yes, I'm here. Internet
Perfect.
is disturbing though.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would like to know actually, because you already have a great working website, you have a great team, you already seem to be working a lot in this field for years. I would like to know what was the first idea when you started this project, and how did you come up with such a great idea?
Okay, well, my dad used to make small bricks from home. He had one machine that consistently made bricks, but he could not sell them. And he struggled to put them out to the people to market them. And, we sat together. I told him, you know what, we can just create an application where we can put these bricks on sale and people can see them. And I mean, everyone can actually see that you're making bricks. And that's where it started from. And then, of course, what pushed me was because I teach in engineering school, and I've seen many of my students after school have no jobs, and they're coming from engineering school. It's quite annoying and disturbing to teach someone and they don't have a job. So this application was a way to market the different professionals. Of course, they are just graduates, like students from school that don't have jobs, but have the skills. So after maybe some analysis of, this person actually has the skill, you bring them on board and market them. And before you know it, people are working, and it's so beautiful. Yeah.
And I would like to know, because I'm sure different countries have similar problems, have similar challenges. How can we make sure that your idea also comes across the borders and other people, other communities also copy your idea or learn from your experience?
Well, this is very simple, because if you have architects in Rwanda, I mean, you have different professionals in Kenya. So if you have a client from maybe diaspora or wherever, you have connections. So the beauty of this is that it gives you connections. And as long as you can connect professionals together from across the world, you get a client from anywhere, they are not stuck. You have a team of people that can actually assist you to do this. Consultancy, we also offer consultancy. There are people who don't know, I have this land, what do I do with it? It's facing this direction. I mean, the sun, how do I build my house? So we have designers on board. We have people that have quite some knowledge, but they are young, but the ideas that come out of them are really massive and beautiful. And these people need to be known. So that's really my heart's desire. Yeah,
I can feel that. Even millions of kilometers apart from you, I can feel your passion. I can see how engaged you are, and I wish you all the best. And I am sure, mark my words, we will hear from you again. Thank you. We love you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So thank you very much, and congratulations again. Of course, also congratulations to all the other winners and to the finalists. So now we have the pleasure, or I have the pleasure, to announce the People's Choice Award. And the crowd voted for, now I need a slide. The winner's People's Choice Award for Youth and Adult is Yaksin Bai and Irene Bundi. Congratulations. So yeah, thank you so much. That was it in a nutshell. Thank you everybody for participating at our competition. It was touching, it was interesting, and it was great to get to know all of you and to see actually you also face to face from all over the world and see how engaged you are with your solutions, because you do not only see problems, but you see solutions. And this is just the beginning of a great adventure, because it begins basically now. So we wish you a lot of energy, commitment, power, and all the best for the future steps to come. And please keep us updated. And in the next coming weeks, actually, just a small announcement, we will create the entrepreneurship competition anew. So we will also launch the competition next year. It will have new features. So we hope you also take part in next year's competition. We will be thrilled also to have many, many people from around the globe. This year, we had really the entire world combined. We had people from Cameroon, Canada, Pakistan, Nepal, Tanzania, Spain, Uganda, the Russian Federation, Hong Kong, everywhere. It was such a great pleasure for us. And we learned a lot from you in the last few months. And we also learned that there are not only problems, there are so many solutions. So please unmute yourself. Everybody unmute yourself and applaud to all the finalists and applaud to all the people that won and all the people that will be winning in the future. And thank you very much.